I'm going to go ahead and record this. So listen, appreciate everyone tuning in. As you come in, feel free to put in the chat group. Oh my gosh, we got 119 new messages, but we see Jamaica, Singapore, Indonesia, Virginia, Columbus, Australia, Singapore, Georgia, Nashville, Conroe, Texas, Perth, New Zealand, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, New Zealand, Omaha, Nebraska, Virginia, Australia, Dallas, Ontario, Australia, Perth. Let's see, 236 members and climbing. So listen, who else? Orlando, Florida, Jamaica, New York City, Brooklyn, North Carolina, Singapore, London, people from literally all over the world. I'm just scrolling down here. It would take me the next 20 minutes to read all these. So anyway, listen, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the chat box. I've got the top of the hour, so let's kick things off here. So my name is Matt Morris. I am coming to you from Dallas, Texas. Normally, my home office here is nice and quiet. My neighbors somehow seem to have started construction today, so if you hear a little banging, that is my neighbors. I am blessed to be able to share with you a brand new concept that is really taking the world by storm. And you know, I'll give you my quick background. Before this, I've been an entrepreneur most of my adult life. I owned an education company, was in a position where I owned my own company, but in reality, my company owned me. I was working 60, 70 hours a week, stuck in an office all the time. I had one daughter at the time. I would come to the office in the mornings. She'd be asleep. I'd come home, and many evenings she'd be asleep. So I found myself watching my little girl growing up horizontal, not vertical. And, you know, I had started a business because I wanted freedom. I wanted to be able to travel around the world. I wanted to own my life. And, you know, that just wasn't happening. I was making good money, but no time to enjoy it. Well, there was a blessing in disguise. The end of 2008, the recession hit. Sales of my company looked a lot like the stock market, straight down. Found myself 32 years old, $750,000 in debt. You can say ouch. And was just forced to take a look at what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And I had some friends of mine that were involved in the concept that I'm about to share with you. They were making more money than I was. They were traveling around the world. They were living the life that if I could have any life that I wanted, they had it. And so the jealousy kicked in. I decided to jump on board. And I'll tell you, it's been the single best business decision I've ever made. I have, you know, been able to pay off all that debt. I've made way more money in my life over the last 8 years than I've made my entire life previous. Have traveled over 100 trips, vacations for free, paid for with our travel bonus program. In fact, this year alone has been the greatest adventure of my life. I've averaged more than one new country per month just this year alone. And, you know, it's just been an incredible blessing, not just because I've been able to create a lifestyle, I've been able to help so many others do the same. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through this information, and one of two things is going to happen. It's going to click for you in a big way. You'll have what we call World Ventures insomnia. You'll have trouble sleeping because you see the vision behind what we're doing and where we're heading. Or there may be some of you who, you know what, it just may not be the right timing. It may not add up. I'll tell you, I have a pretty strong business background. Every smart business person I've ever showed this to, they got the concept. They understood it. And so if that's you, congratulations on something that I think you'll be very excited about. And so I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to run through the basics of what we have here. Let me see if this works. There we are. Now, what you see in front of you is a smart card. Now, in today's day and age, we all have smartphones, don't we? Well, there was a day when we didn't have a smartphone, and we all have it now. There will come a day over the next 12 to 24 months where you and everyone you know will have a smart card. I'm going to explain that to you in just a few minutes, but before I do that, I just want to give you a background of who we are and where we've come from. Our company, based out of Plano, Texas, over 700 employees, doing business in all 50 states, 34 different countries around the world. Later this month, we will launch Panama and Colombia, launching several other countries towards the end of this year, beginning of next year. We've hit the Inc. 5,000 fastest growing privately held companies in America the last 4 years in a row. It is one thing to hit that list, 1 year, to hit it 4 years in a row, an amazing accomplishment. In the direct selling world, we've become the 25th largest direct selling company in the world, even though we've only been in business for 11 years. We've literally passed up companies that have been around for 30, 40, 50 years because we've created a product that pretty much everyone in the world loves, which is travel. So we have done some big, big things in the travel industry. I'm going to share with you what that is exactly. In fact, we've become the single largest travel club in the world. We've had over 1 million people have said yes to this concept. We've done over $2 billion in sales. Last year, we did $926 million in 1 year alone. So we were, in fact, over the last 7 years, the Direct Selling News named us the #1 fastest growing direct selling company in the world over the last 7 years with 927% growth. #2 on the list was just over 300% growth. So we have definitely done some very big things. And we are launching to the world. We're in pre-launch right now for our Fly Card, the first ever smart card that is in beta production. I'm going to explain to you how that works, and I'm going to explain to you how that ties in to our entire ecosystem of what we've already been doing. And before I get into that, I want to talk about a company we're all familiar with. Now, we all know Apple computers. Now, Apple, back in '98, they had a tiny little fraction of the market share when it came to selling computers. The big dominant companies back then, we had IBM, Compaq, HP. They were the big dominant players. So the question is, how did Apple become the largest seller of computers in the world? Today, as we know, they are the single largest company, period, in the world. How did that happen? Well, in 2001, Steve Jobs came in and launched the iPod, a digital music player. And, this was something that no one had ever really done before. We all were familiar with the Walkmans. And what happened was you could load hundreds of songs on your little iPod, and it caught on. So more people started buying Apple computers because they wanted to sync it with their Apple iPod. Well, June 2007 became the launch of the iPhone to the world. Now, with the iPhone, obviously, that was so cool. It was so innovative that millions and millions and millions of people went out and bought an iPhone. And let me see if I can. Now, I'm going to click back to me for a second because I want to talk about the iPhone. Now, let's say you and I are at lunch and you take a call, and I've got my, flip Motorola phone, something like that. You've got your iPhone. So you take a call. When the call is over, I look at you and I go, what the heck is that computer thing you put up to your ear? And so you tell me that, oh, it's a smartphone. It's an iPhone. So I can do my emails. I can take pictures. I can do videos. I can share. I can do all this cool stuff. And it's a phone, but it's really like a mini computer. So all I can think for the rest of my lunch is, how do I get one of these phones? I'm an early adopter, right? So I go to the, let's say AT&T store, right? And I go buy a phone. I walk in, the salesman sells me a phone. Now, who really sold me the phone? Was it the salesperson at the store, or was it you who showed me the phone originally? It was you, right? Well, how much money did we make selling those phones? We made no money. So we know what happened to Apple and all the obviously phone stores that sold the phones. But what happened was, it was so cool, it was so innovative, it spread like crazy. And so what ended up happening is people started buying more and more Apple computers. Apple became the #1 seller of computers in the world. So that's essentially how Apple has become what they've become. They launched other products that tied in to their computer. They created their own ecosystem. So let's go back in time and let's talk about our company, World Ventures, and our product, Dream Trips. Now, we launched in December of '05. Stress-free vacations on your current budget. Been doing business 11 years, unique experiences. We can show you how when you buy our membership, you can go on 1 or 2 vacations in a year and save more than the cost of your membership. Not only can you save more than what you paid for the membership, The biggest reason to own our membership is the experience you'll have on the vacation. So you'll have a host or a hostess on every trip. You're going to have meet and greet parties, transfers to and from the airport, extras included. So it's a premium experience at the guaranteed lowest price. Over 5,000 trips per year to choose from. That's over 500 per month. You can bring your spouse or significant other, any children living in the home. So the membership's good for your entire household. Some examples of some of these trips: Nuevo Vallarta, the Maryval, 5 days, 4 nights. You're getting a 1,400 square foot room, all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink, a walking tour, encounter with sea lions, a catamaran experience. $659. We do all kinds of volunteerism trips. So if you have a heart to give back, you can do a week in Guatemala, help us build a school for the children there. You're getting community hikes, all your food, accommodations, everything taken care of for you. We do trips like Las Vegas, a night helicopter flight, meals, daily breakfast, only $279 per person. A Caribbean cruise, $249 for a 6-day, 5-night cruise. If you've been on a cruise, you know you'll eat more than $250 on the ship. So Greece, $569 for an entire week. You're getting sea view accommodations, 7 breakfasts, a lunch, 6 dinners, an excursion, a half-day tour, a 30-minute massage, a Greek night. I mean, tons of extras included for only $569. Dubai, in the UAE, at the Fairmont, a 5-star property, 5 breakfasts, 2 dinners, full-day desert safari tour, tickets to the water park and aquarium, only $728. You'll have the time of your life. So people see these trips, they go on one, they have the time of their life, they come back, and what happens is our membership is shared through word of mouth. You can actually become a representative and earn income and earn travel simply by referring our membership. I'll share with you how that works. So that's how we've spread over 1 million members. Before the launch of the Smart Card was because we're opening people's mind up to a world of travel that they never knew existed. So the pricing you have as a Dream Trips member is pricing you would never have access to if you didn't have access to our buying power as part of our club. And so that happened in December of 2005. In January of 2013, we rolled out Earn Vacations. Now, this was a game changer for our business, similar to the iPod for Apple. Now, here's the way Earn Vacations works, is every dollar that you spend on your membership, you're going to get the equivalent in points. So we have our gold membership and platinum membership. Gold is over 10,000 dream trips. You have your own private booking engine, guaranteed lowest prices on flights and hotels, condos and villas, a 24/7 concierge, rate shrinker technology, where if the price of your flight drops between when you book it and when you fly out, they'll actually refund your money back to your credit card. We have our platinum membership, $400 one time, $100 a month. Pre-sale access, so you find out about the trips before everyone else, upgraded airport transfers, early check-in, late check-out, 50% off room upgrades. There's platinum perks on every trip, exclusive platinum-only trips, emergency evacuation, and they just announced you can apply 50% more points towards a trip when you are a platinum member. So here's what happens. So you will have as a gold member, 200 points initially that you can use tonight towards a trip. At the end of a year, you'll have over 600 points that you can use towards another trip. So those monthly dues, they accrue, you get to use it. Okay, platinum, $400 one time, $100 a month. You have 300 you can use right away. At the end of the year, you have 1,200 you can use towards a trip. A point equals $1. Now, it gets better because when you refer just 4 other members, so most of the people that I've worked with, almost everyone I've personally referred over the last certainly several months, has done the platinum membership. So refer 4 platinum, that $100 a month, it goes away. But even though you're not paying the $100 a month, guess what? You're still going to get 1,200 points every single year to use towards a holiday. So in my mind, it's the biggest no-brainer known to man, because whatever you spend on your membership, you're getting it back in the form of points. Point equals $1 towards your holiday. So It gets better because you can actually earn points, earn money towards a dream trip by sharing this membership as well. So anytime you refer a gold member, you're going to earn 100 points. Refer a platinum member, you can earn 200 points, and there's no limit to the amount of people that you can refer to the program. So as you can imagine, we have a lot of people doing a lot of travel, and they're not having to pay for it because they've earned it through our referral program. Now, we rolled out over the last year another way that you can earn points towards a trip, and that's through our dining and entertainment program. You see, what's happened is we've had thousands and thousands, well over 5,000 restaurants, spas, and different merchants that have partnered with our company, where when you go out to eat, let's say you go to a restaurant that's a partner company of ours, it's all tied into our Dream Trips app. You eat at that restaurant, and you're going to end up getting 20 to 50% of the bill in the form of travel that you can use towards a trip. So you can literally eat your way onto a dream trip. So the way this works is restaurants have come on board because the restaurant only pays a percentage of the bill when we actually bring them a Dream Trips customer. So you go eat at the restaurant, and if you think about it, if you're in a city where we have our merchants, would you rather go out to eat at a restaurant that's going to give you money towards a trip or one that doesn't? So I eat at restaurants all the time here in Dallas because I'm going to earn money towards a trip. So you're going to receive 20 to 50% in travel, and the company has just made a massive announcement over the last a few weeks ago. Starting in November, anyone within your referral network that goes out to eat at a participating restaurant, you're actually going to earn a commission. So let me recap this. The way this works is you go out to eat at a restaurant, you're going to earn money towards a trip. Share that concept with other people. They buy a membership. They go eat at a participating restaurant. You actually get paid. That person goes out and they refer someone else who buys a membership. They go out to eat at a restaurant. You get paid. They refer someone to our membership. They go out to eat at a restaurant. You get paid. So imagine being able to earn income anytime you refer someone to this program and they put a fork in their mouth, you get paid. Anytime they go get a massage, you get paid. Anytime they go get a facial, you get paid. Anytime they eat at any of our participating restaurants or any of our participating merchants, you're actually going to get paid. So this is something that has never been done in the direct selling profession before. And as you all know, we're already going out to eat. So this is something we're already doing. We've just never been compensated for it until now. This is a new category in direct selling. Again, one of the reasons why we've had such tremendous growth is because we're doing something that no one has ever done before. And this is what was staggering to me. If you look at the amount of money that people spend just going out to eat, not counting all the entertainment merchants, not counting all the spas, just going out to eat. The average baby boomer spends about $218 per month, per person going out to eat. The average millennial, even more, $245 per month going out to eat, just dining. Imagine now being able to earn income anytime anyone that you know goes out to eat. So here's what's happening. We've created this network, and someone is going to be earning a lot of income off it. Obviously, let's make it be you. So we also have our Fly card coming out. Now, this is a game changer in the payment industry. We are doing to the payment industry what the iPhone did to the cell phone industry. Now, so what is a smart card? And let me stop the screen here for a second. I'm just going to show you my card. Now, I've got one of our beta cards now. This is available right now in the US. It will expand internationally into other markets. I'll explain to you how you can get your hands on one of these cards when they become available. So you can see my, my picture and my name on the card. So what you're seeing here, it looks like a credit card, doesn't it? It's actually not a credit card. This is a mini computer that looks like a card. So what happens is, if you notice, I turn my card on. What I can do with this through a little device here is I plug in my smart card to my little device here. It's charging, has a battery on it because it's actually a computer. A charge will hold for about 2 or 3 weeks and only takes about 10 minutes or so to charge. Now, I can load all of my credit cards, debit cards, reward cards. I mean, you look in my wallet alone, and just half of my wallet. I've got a bunch of different credit cards in here. I can load all of these to one smart card. Now, this card is way more convenient. It actually replaces your wallet. It's way more secure because if you notice, it says enter PIN. So in order for me to access the card data that I've loaded on this card, I've got to enter my PIN. So think about that from a security standpoint. If you lose any of your cards in your wallet, if I lose any of these cards, someone can go to any store and use it, right? They can go online and buy things. They can go to restaurants. They can go to wherever. They can use it. If I lose this or someone steals this, the only way they can use it is if they know my personal PIN code. Okay, so way more secure. Now, there's another added feature with this. It ties in through our Dream Trips app. So if I lose my card, I can actually wipe my card data clean through my app. The other thing that we have is a Find My Smart Card feature. So if I lose my card, I go into my app and I can use this Find My Smart Card feature and I can find my card. It's waterproof. It has a beacon technology. So in participating merchants, when you walk into a restaurant, they'll be able to greet you by name if you have those security settings turned on. This is something that will become ubiquitous, meaning everyone in the world is going to have one of these, just like almost everyone in the world has a smartphone. So here's the other thing that I want to tell you. And this all happened by a kind of a happy little accident. When we rolled out our dining and entertainment program, we wanted a more kind of a easier way, a more elegant way for people to actually earn their points towards a trip. So the way it works right now is you scan a receipt, they give you a barcode, you scan that. It works great, but it requires a couple steps. When this rolls out, we'll be able to go to a participating merchant, pay with this card, and automatically have the points loaded onto your Dream Trips account. So that's kind of how the card came to be. And I'm going to give you an example of how this will go viral just like the iPhone went viral. Let's say you and I are at lunch and I pull out my boring old credit card and I go to pay my lunch. You pull out your smart card. You pull out your smart card and it's got a blinking light and I'm going, hey, what the heck is that? And you tell me, oh, it's a smart card. I can load all my credit cards, reward cards, debit cards, hotel room key cards. I can load it all on here. It's waterproof. If I lose it, I can find it through my phone. I can wipe the data clean. It's got a Find My Smart Card feature. And at this restaurant we're eating at, I'm going to earn 40% of the bill in travel. So if it's a $100 bill, I get $40 to use towards a dream trip. Me, I have my boring credit card. I don't earn anything towards a trip. It's not secure. So what am I thinking? How do I get one of these cards? So you can log into your app. You can send me a link and I can go buy one of these cards. Now you're going to make, if you're a representative, you're going to make $20 just by referring me this card. How hard did you have to work to sell me a card? You didn't have to sell me a card. It was so cool. It was so innovative. If I don't have a card, I don't get to earn travel when I eat at any of the merchants. I don't have the security features of this. So I have a card now. I bought one from you. I go and have lunch with a friend of mine. They're impressed. They see the blinking light. They see all the features. They want to earn travel anytime they go out to eat. So they buy a card. Guess what happens? You get paid. That person goes out and they refer someone who buys another card. Guess what happens? You get paid. Someone else, they go and refer someone else. You get paid. You get the idea. You build an income. Anytime someone in your network goes out and refers a membership, you get paid. Anytime someone refers a smart card, you get paid. Anytime someone goes out to eat at our participating merchants, you got it, you get paid. So I've explained the app. How do you get access to this? Well, we have a Fly First promotion going on right now. So it's as simple as this. Number one, get a membership. Dream Trips Gold or Platinum. Go sign up one customer. Become a representative. Refer one Dream Trips Gold or one Platinum member. You're going to get an email and you will be able to buy a smart card as soon as it becomes available in your market. Right now, the cards are available in the US. They're being shipped out every week. We've got cards that in other markets, in the UK and Australia and Singapore and all around the world, it will be coming to a market in the very near future, but you want to go out and refer a member before this becomes, before this promotion is over, the promotion is over September 22nd. So the end of this week, I would encourage you, get involved, go refer one other person. We've got a number of different websites that explain this. One of the reasons why this has spread so fast is because you don't have to go explain it to anyone. You can refer someone to a website, have them watch a video, and let that video do the explaining. Congratulations, you will qualify for the card. Now, how can you take advantage of this technology launch before it launches to the public? How do you earn money? Well, you can become a representative, $120 and $20 a month. You're in business for yourself. Anytime someone in your referral network, you refer someone who gets a card, who buys a membership, goes out to eat, you earn commissions. Now, I was in a position where I needed to earn some pretty significant income, and I'm all about residual. I want to work really hard one time and then not work, but keep getting paid on it. And so someone showed me how I could build a referral network and earn a monthly income that could eventually surpass my bills, giving me freedom, not having to fight traffic to and from work every day, and being able to essentially own my life. So refer 60 memberships on your team, not that you did personally. Let's say you referred 6 or 10 and it turned into 60. $630 per month average income. Build a team of director, 180 members, that's an average income of $1,800. Now, you might have to refer 20 or 30 people that turn into 180. We don't know. There's no guarantees of income. You get out of it what you put into it. I'm just showing you the average income based on the different levels. Marketing director, I've had hundreds of people on my team achieve that level. 400 members on your team, that's an average income of about $4,000 per month. Regional marketing director, that's a minimum of 900 customers. Average income is going to be around $10,000 per month. Now, at this level, you own your life. Most people are deciding to fire their boss at this point, able to live life on their own terms, taking vacations for free because they've earned it. National marketing director, at least 1,800 members on your team, $20,000 per month. International marketing director, at least 3,000 memberships on your team, average income, a little over $35,000 per month. And just ask yourself for a moment, what would it feel like if you had $35,000 a month coming in? I can't promise you anything. Only about 20% of the people who get involved with them as representatives actually make money. About 80% of the people do not make money because they're not out referring this. They're enjoying our product. But what I will tell you is we do have what I believe is the most sophisticated training system in the entire direct selling profession. You'll have training videos tied in through your app. We have local and national and international trainings that you can plug into. So you'll be in business for yourself, but definitely not by yourself. And what is so meaningful for me was, number one, being able to achieve that international marketing director level for myself. In fact, I've been able to do that twice. Have been able to help well over 100 people just through my referral network hit that level of international marketing director. So, many times we join because we want to make money ourselves, but I think real fulfillment comes when you're able to help other people do the same. So the person who invited you on this webinar, they're going to ask you, a couple things. Do you want to just be on the standby list? If you want to have a card whenever it launches to the public, we can put you on a list and, you can buy one at that point. You can become a Dream Trips customer and you'll be able to order the card before it launches to the general public. Or you can actually position yourself before this launches and you can actually earn income as this launches to the world. Now, I feel like personally we're back in 2007, right before the iPhone launched to the world. And what wouldn't we do to be able to position ourselves to buy some Apple stock before the iPhone hit? I think we would all love to be in that situation. And what I'm telling you right now, and I can't make any promises, but what I believe is true is that everyone every friend of yours, every family member, every coworker, everyone on the street is going to have one of these smart cards. It will be as prevalent as a smartphone. It will go viral because it's so cool, it's so innovative, it's so much more secure than any other credit card in the world out there, so much more convenient. You can use this card to eat your way onto a vacation. No one's ever seen anything like this before. And so my encouragement to you is get involved. Lock your position in and simply talk to the person who invited you, and they'll share with you exactly how you can go share this concept with the people in your life, and you just never know where this will spread. You know, I referred this to some of my good friends who referred it to friends who referred it to friends, and my network has grown. Hundreds of thousands of memberships have come in through me referring this to a handful of friends. And so I would encourage you to talk to the person who invited you on this webinar. Let them know you're ready to get started. Let them know you want to learn exactly how to do this. See, we have a proven system. You're not going to have to go out and become a salesperson. You plug into a system that you're watching in action right now. They invited you on a webinar. We have these recorded presentations that will explain exactly how all of this works. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me be the first one to welcome you to the team. Hope to see you guys on a vacation very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Good night.